Welcome, YouTube. Welcome to another edition of Shift Light Productions. And I got a head mount for my phone. And guess what? I handmade it. Yeah, see, look at that. No sturdiness, both hands free. It's gonna make my videos a whole lot more easier for y'all. So, in this edition of Shift Light Production, I thought I might discuss passenger riding, which includes the differences between, say, a 650 and my bike. And I probably would saying the same thing for a 250 and 650 and a 500, of course, on power differences. If you have a passenger. I met a person at the dealership yesterday, and me and him got to talking, and of course we had the same thought about a 650. He had a Ninja 650, 2011, and I had, of course, I told him an SV 650, and me and him both expressed our difficulties on passengers in terms of torque power. You know, he conveyed to me about, how the throttle responses were pretty bad, understandably. I'm sure 250 would be a lot worse than that. So I'm here to tell you on the 600 viewpoint on passenger. So let's begin with some of the fine details. I have my passenger seat right here. Now I do have my rear seat cowl, so keyholes underneath, of course, and you can see there's a little bit more. This material was actually really good. It's actually really good. It's a lot grippy. It's grippy, rough, good for seating. So it's not going to be discomforting on the passenger. Sorry. On my SV 650, I can't speak for the other bikes, but the passenger seat was kind of just as thick as this thick about, and it was a little bit more smoother material. The material was not up to par with this, in my opinion. So that was a little disappointing. So my girlfriend always was sliding into me, so that was always annoying. Foot pegs. Of course, you have the riders, nice and rough, and you have the same thing for the passenger, nice and rough. My old bike didn't really have a nice and rough type of foot pegs for passengers, so this makes it a lot more easier for her, and she's also conveyed to me on how better that is than my other bike. So in terms of power, takeoffs, torque, this bike, there's no comparison between with a passenger on a 650 and this bike, and of course probably a 250 and 500. This bike, I tell people that they ask me, or I tell people myself, I tell them that there's really no I don't feel any power difference with the passenger on. And she, my girlfriend's about 140, so I feel very little power difference. I don't actually feel anything. So, I mean, I'm sure there is, but for me, I don't feel a difference, which to me is amazing, because my other bike, I felt a huge amount of difference. And, people, y'all with 650s and below can by experience know that if you ever had a passenger. And I tell people also that from a 650 to my bike, this feels like a Ferrari from power difference and as well as technology wise. So I'm sure people are looking at me because I have a little head mount thing. That's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, concerns, or comments, if you need a question asked from any other my videos or this video, please feel free to comment in the channel. Remember to like it and subscribe. I might have a little treat. I'm about 83 subscribers right now, and once I get to 100, I'm thinking of a little treat for y'all. Something I haven't really done on this bike. So let's get 100 subscribers and I'll definitely give my bike a show and tell on the sound going down the road. So, as always, this is Shift Light, and thank you for watching.